guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie, a Beauty Mind Spirit, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of drugstore products that are new. Some of them are brand new to the market, some of them are new to me, but I wanted to bring you along this experience because I think it'd be kind of fun to just dive in and kind of go over my first impressions and thoughts and let you see them working on live action. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I try to put up a video like every week or two, depending on how crazy busy my life is. I own an eyelash extension business, which is literally taking over my life. Like, eyelashes are all the rage, and it's, yeah, I like barely function. I'm trying to get all my other stuff done, and it's just like literally all I do is lashes every day, which is fun, and I love it. But yeah, I haven't been able to produce as much content for my channel as I would like to, but I try as much as I can. So anyway, if you guys want to see how I achieve this look on my face and kind of my thoughts on some of the products that are out at this drugstore right now, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I got is this Morphe palette. This is the 35R palette. It's newer to their collection or to their line, but it has a lot of gold tones in it and warm tones. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to take the cover off so there's no glare so you can actually see it better. But this is so beautiful. There's some shimmers, there's some mattes. It's such a perfect mixture of color ranges, so I'm going to try this on today and show you guys some of the quality. I did swatch a couple of them earlier, and they're beautiful. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna put this on first before the eyeshadows. Seems to have like a nice smooth quality to it when I apply it on my eyelids. It doesn't really have a lot of camouflaging properties, so it's not covering up my veins or some of the discoloration very well. To set that, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild. This is the contouring palette, taking the lighter shade on this part and putting it to set the primer. For my crease color, I'm going to use this color. I'm going to use the Real Techniques brush. It's a crease brush to apply it. I love this brush. It's so good. So I'm going to take this brush. This is a Coastal Scents brush. It is the number BRCN02. And I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's like a shimmery, bronzy, warm shade all over my eyelid. So I noticed that there's a little bit of fallout with that shadow. Not very bad, but just a little bit. And it didn't really stay on my face. It sort of like crumpled off. The next color I'm going to use is on this corner right here. This is like a really dark chocolatey color, and I'm going to use this Glamour Dolls number 10 brush. It's a really, really cute brush for blending. So I'm going to use that and put that on the outer corner of my eye right here to create more depth and dimension. This color is going on very, very nicely, and there's no fallout that I'm noticing. I think these matte shades are very smooth. I'm really loving these matte shades. And then I'm going to take the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to blend out and get rid of any harsh lines. I'm going to take this angled brush by BH Cosmetics. I'm going to take this color right here. I'm going to place it right here just to sort of blend in and create a little bit of a fade. I'm really loving that so far. These eyeshadows are really pretty and very pigmented. I really like them so far. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the rest of my face. I'm not going to be doing, I don't really have any new eyeliners to show you today, so I'm going to wait to do the mascara after I do the rest of the makeup on my face. So I picked up the CoverGirl Clean Matte. This is in the color 510 Fair. It's the BB cream for oily skin. I have combination oily skin. In the combination area for me, I'm really oily down the center of my face. So I thought this would be interesting to try to see if it would keep that in control and not dry out the other outer perimeters of my face. This says that it provides the perfect amount of coverage to even the skin tone, hide blemishes, and keep you shine-free all day. It's oil-free, it won't clog pores, it's suitable for sensitive skin, and it lasts all day. Now that we're moving into spring and summer, I wanted to look for a BB cream that would be light on the skin because my foundation tends to just like drip off my face come summer because my skin gets a little bit more oily. So I thought I would give this a try. To apply it, I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 brush. Ooh, it comes out very liquidy and it's not really thick at all. It's not thick at all. It has like a slight chemical scent to it, not horrible, but it does smell like kind of like medicine or something. I don't know. It's interesting. A little bit is catching some of the dry patches around the outer perimeter of my face, so that's not a good thing. Hopefully that sorts itself out. The coverage is like light to medium, almost medium. Yeah, it doesn't cover up I have a blemish like right here, and it's not covering it up entirely, but it does add some coverage. The color matches okay. I am quite fair at the moment. And it feels really lightweight on the skin. It feels pretty comfortable so far. I feel like the brush kind of soaks up some of the product. I can't even imagine what a beauty blender would do. So I don't really think I would recommend a beauty blender. I would recommend either your hands or a brush or one of those silicone sponges. It seems to blend out really nicely with a brush. The only thing is it is catching on my dry patches. So this is probably not a good idea for people with dry skin. For combination skin types, do be aware of that might catch on your outer perimeters as well. The nice thing about it though is it sets and it feels like I'm not even like I don't have anything on my face. So I'm really excited about this because I heard a lot of good things about this product. This is from Milani and this is the Retouch and Erase Concealer. And I got the color Fair, of course. I'm so freaking pale right now. It's insane. So it has a little sponge applicator, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes. And I'm going to, this is a really light color. It's very fair. So I'm going to, now I'm sort of like dragging it where I want it with the sponge part. And then I'm going to take my Sephora Airbrush Concealer Brush and I'm going to blend it out. This looks really nice. Can you see the difference? Wow, I'm glad I didn't do both sides at the same time. It does set pretty fast, so just keep that in mind. The only thing that I'm noticing is that I have a little under eye wrinkle right here. It's sort of settling in the wrinkle and I can't seem to get it to not. I'll see what this looks like when I set it with powder. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette and Contour product. I'm going to be using the light side with my e.l.f. blush brush and I'm going to set it and see if it helps set the concealer and not look so dry or like accentuate, and honestly it didn't really help. So beautiful coverage. I'm just not sure how I feel about it settling into that line right there. So we'll see about that. I'm gonna finish the other side. To set the rest of my face, I'm taking the Better Skin powder, and this is in the color Porcelain number 10, and I'm using my Sedona Lace 602 brush to apply it. I love this brush for powder. It's synthetic, so you can use it for liquids or powders, and I love it. I've had it for years, and it's amazing. So I'm just gonna set the rest of my face, and I love how this is looking so far, because even though the BB cream isn't like full coverage, I think this powder and the concealer makes your skin look pretty nice, almost like a full coverage, medium to full coverage look. Okay, to finish up my eyes, I'm gonna go back into the eyeshadow palette and I'm gonna take this small brush right here, and I'm going to take shadow right here, the first shadow that we used in the crease, and I'm gonna just rub the lower lash line. I like to really smoke out my lower lash line to hide the under eye wrinkle, but also to, like, if I'm not gonna wear eyeliner that day, then I'll smoke it out to create a little bit more of a dramatic look, to make my eyes look bigger, and I just love how it looks without eyeliner. And then I'm gonna go in with this dark shade that we used on the outer corner, and I'm gonna add that to the outer corner of my eye, and I'm gonna use a small pencil brush. This is from Makeup Geek. So I'm adding it right on the outer corner and connecting it with that end tail right there. So now we're gonna go in with the eyebrows and then mascara. I picked up the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is in the color Neutral Brown. So I'm going to draw a line underneath my eyebrow. That's too low. Well, that's kind of nice. If you make a mistake, you can wipe it off right away. I don't don't think that this is small enough for me. Like in comparison, I really love using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This one is like my favorite. I use this one all the time. So as you can see, it's not as tiny. So that means you have to be a little bit more careful with placement. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line. Do a line on the top. Around it. Color might be a little too dark for me, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. The formula is so-so. I'm not like the biggest fan. I feel like formula might be a little too soft. Jury is still out as far as how I feel about my brows. I feel like it kind of was hard for me to control what I wanted to do or how I wanted to shape them. And I think because it's just not tiny enough for me, it's like just a little too big for my liking. So that is kind of iffy. I'm not quite sure about that. So let's move on to mascara. I picked up the CoverGirl. This is their Blast Pro Mascara. It says bold, sexy lashes for all lash types. Has a really interesting wand to it. It kind of features it on the side of the packaging right in there. And this is supposed to be very volumized. That's pretty intense right there. I don't know if I'm gonna quite achieve this one. This is quite intense. On the back it has the same sort of like intensity. So I'm not quite sure this is gonna actually give me that, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a test and see. So it's very similar packaging to like their lash, I think it's like their Lash Blast mascara. The wand itself is really interesting. It has like spiky things to it. And it looks like it has like these little separators and space in between. So maybe it will do a good job picking everything up. So I'm gonna curl my lashes first using the Sally Hansen eyelash curler. I love this eyelash curler. It's so good. I've been using the Roden & Fields, that lash growth serum. And it's like working so well. My lashes like almost doubled in size and length. It's crazy. I'll have to do a video about it and show you like my before and after photos. Let's see how it performs. I am such a mascara snob, like, I have high expectations. Okay. The ball is very handy for those inner and outer corners for sure. This is with one coat. So far, I'm not terribly impressed. So let's see if I can build this up more with another coat of mascara. So this is with 2 coats of mascara. I don't feel like I can build it up much more than this before it would get too clumpy and just look like a disaster. So far I'm not impressed, but I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna heat my eyelash curler and curl my lashes after, and then I will give you my final thoughts on what I think at that point. I'm really excited for this because I've seen this swatch and I've seen this used on other people, and this is such a beautiful product. So I'm hoping that I'll have the same kind of good luck with it and like it as well. But this is from Milani, and this is the Candlelight Spotlight Face and Eye Strobe Palette. So you can use this on your eyes, you can use it on your face. This is in the color 02. I think they have 3 different color options you can choose from. So it has like this really pretty highlight shade, like a bronze shade, and then a blush. So I'm gonna take my Sephora. This is the Airbrush Precision Foundation Brush, but this is also synthetic, so you can use this on powder products. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to grab just the bronzer and apply that to the areas that I want to bronze my face. So it's kind of picking up texture though. That's the only thing that I'm noticing, is it's picking up some of the texture on my skin and not looking very smooth. I like the pigmentation of it. You don't need to get your brush heavily dipped in the product. It does pick up quite a bit with like little taps. The bronzer part might just be a little too shimmery to use as bronzer, but I bet it'd be really pretty swirled in with like blush and just like added to your cheeks if you don't have a lot of texture on your skin, because it will highlight texture. So I'm going to take my blush brush. This is from Morphe. This is their E3 brush. I'm going to dip my end right there in the blush area, and I'm going to start applying it on the apples and then sweep it back. Yeah, I feel like this is also picking up my texture, so I think it just might have too much shimmer in it. It's really pretty, but it's, I don't know, I don't really like that it's doing that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the highlight. This is the Morphe M501, And I'm going to take some of that highlight, put it right on top of my cheekbones. The highlighter is really pretty. Right in here. Cupid's bow. So I think with like a more full coverage foundation and maybe a primer that would help with texture, I think this product would look really pretty on the skin. So the last thing I'm going to try for you today is the gel lip liner. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's from their Perfect Palette line. I picked up the color Think Flamingos. It's really cute. I love the precision of this. You guys, I really like the formula. This is a really nice pencil. Wow, I love it. This is like probably one of the best products of the whole thing, aside from the eyeshadow palette. Top it off, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild. This is their Sunset Peach number 512B shade. I'm loving it. All right, I'm gonna go curl my eyelashes, zoom you guys in so you can see the finished look, and then tell you my final thoughts and everything. All right, so now that I'm zoomed in, we're gonna go ahead and talk about all my thoughts regarding the product so far and what I feel about them. So starting off first and foremost, the eyeshadow. I love the eyeshadow. I feel like it did a really good job blending out. I love how it makes my eyes pop. The quality is really good. There was a little bit of powderiness and fallout, but nothing horrible. I highly recommend the eyeshadow palette from Morphe for sure. Then we moved on to the BB cream. I like it, and I love how it feels on my face. The only bad thing is it clings to dry patches. So if you have dry skin or any sort of texture, just be aware of that. I think oily skin people are probably gonna really like it. I will find out and like make a note below. I'm going to see how it works on my skin, if it keeps my oil at bay throughout the day or what. So I'll be sure to update you guys on that. So pay attention to the description box. I'll probably write the update in there if it did last. The Better Skin powder is really nice. The concealer, I love the concealer. I mean, it just completely camouflaged my under eye circles. And I mean, the only thing is it did accentuate the lines that I have right here. Now you can disguise them with eyeshadow like I did. You can try to set it or try to work with it, or maybe use a beauty blender with the concealer. That might help it. But if you do have under eye wrinkles under your eyes, do keep that in mind. Or maybe you can use this concealer on other areas of your face or just under here and not really go and use a different concealer under right here. There are things that you can do with it. I think that this concealer is phenomenal. I love it. So I'll probably keep using it even though it does accentuate that one little area. It's worth it to me. It covers everything else. I'm good. Okay, and then going on with the eyebrow, the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's like, okay, it's not the best thing ever. I don't like that it's not thinner. And I feel like the formula could be better too and not as soft or forgiving. Other than that, I think it's okay. The color actually isn't too bad. It actually fits my natural hair color very well because I have more of like neutral, like ashy tones, and I feel like this color is actually pretty good. So I do like that. And then as far as the mascara goes, I actually don't mind the mascara. After I curled my lashes and I'm looking at them, they are very long, and I like that. The only thing that I don't like about the mascara, which to me was a little deceiving, was it was really about volume, and it kind of like, you know, looked very voluminous in those photos, and I don't think that it's a very volumizing mascara for my, I think if you have a good amount of volume already and you just want to add or amp it up and maybe get some more volume, I think that mascara would be really perfect for you. And then the Milani blush, bronzer, and highlight palette, or whatever you would call it, the glow palette that it has, it's okay. I think again it picks up texture, and I'm looking at my skin. It is really pretty, and I love the highlighter. I think I probably would use the highlighter more than anything. But I will play around with it more, mix the bronzer and the blush together, and then apply it and see if I can get it to, you know, not pick up on my textured areas or kind of like accentuate them. And then as far as the lip liner and lipstick, amazing. I love this color. I love the combination. It feels really comfortable on my lips, and it doesn't seem to accentuate. I have like dry lips right now, and it's not accentuating that at all, which is really nice, but I love it, so I highly recommend. So you guys, that's it for my video today. I hope you really liked this video and that it was intriguing, and I don't know, I love videos when I see people try like full face of drugstore products that are new, and it's just fun to see people try them, and I thought I would do this. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know and I'll do more of them for you. But I hope you guys are doing well. I love you. Thanks again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.